Everyday Toys, April 27th, 2017. Today's Thursday, and it has now officially been 8 weeks since I started the Everyday Toys project. This is a recap, as I've done before on week 3, I believe. So lately I've felt overwhelmed by it. There's nobody forcing me to do it, and I'm not one of those, well, no, I guess I am. I am one of those where I'm going around being like, I can't do that, I have to film, or I can't play this right now, or I can't go, do whatever errand right now because I have to film. So it's almost like it's become a chore, or something I have to do, and a lot of times I don't want to do it, which is a bad sign for me, at least. It's a struggle to come up with a good idea. Half of the videos don't even have views, which that's still fine to me, but I would be lying if I said that I didn't care at all about it. I kind of wish that every once in a while, it would kind of catch on a little bit, but I'm almost like I'm happy it doesn't, because I don't want to deal with disgusting humans on the internet, and I know that's what it'll probably end up being. I'll say something wrong, and it turns out I'm a racist or an asshole instead of a ha-ha asshole or something like that, Or I don't know. I mean, there's just numerous any disgusting fucking thing that you see on the internet. It could happen, to anybody, and so I don't want to be I don't want something that I decided to do with my life turned into some horrid fucking mess of shit that's all over whatever the fuck social media site. And it's bad enough I already have 56 videos on a YouTube channel, but on the plus side, altogether, I think there's only like, even with my older videos, it's like 90, maybe not even 100 to a little over 100 views. So it's a complete obscurity. So it's not like anybody's gonna find it. And I mean, it is definitely buried under just mounds and mounds of other bullshit that's out there that no one's watching. So it's cool. Like I said, I do struggle a lot with trying to find a good way to make a video. My old shtick used to be just destroying stuff, and it's not about that anymore because I didn't want to buy a toy and immediately destroy it because it's a huge waste of money. And I also, it's almost a struggle to buy something every day, or to be even excited about buying something every day. I've never been about that life of buying the toy every day, and I've almost been about that life of you have to save up, and I've had the mentality of having to save up for it, or waiting around or something. And a lot of it is the downtime. There isn't a new toy coming out every day. So and they're not getting stocked every day. So you're gonna see a lot of the same old shit day in and day out. But then that also kind of rolls into what part of what I wanted this project to be, which is I want everyone, 3 or 4 people that are watching it, but I want to show the boring side of it. Everybody stunts on Instagram and YouTube, Facebook, Tumblr, all of it about, you see the sugar coated, and you see what people want you to see. But I kind of, it's almost like a real world thing or a vlog thing, like an unedited, like you just see what the reality of it is. And it's nothing to be, this life is nothing to be, this life is nothing to write home about. It's not special. You're not brave, or anything like that. And some people would even call it a waste. But I love it. I love collecting VHS tapes. I love collecting old video games, action figures, anything that looks cool. If it's bright and shiny and lights up, it's probably coming home with me. I mean, look, today I bought a second CRT TV to go on top of my current tube TV. And you might think, oh, I bought it because it is a VHS player. Oh, but guess what? I already have a VHS player. Granted, I'm not going to keep that because it's too big for that area. But I was very excited to bring that home, and that was my thing. But I couldn't do a video on it. I couldn't figure out how to do a video on a tube TV, and make it even interesting. I mean, you know, yesterday's video was, you know, a USB stripper pole dancing Barbie doll, which is amazing. But you're not gonna get that every day. So a lot of times you're just gonna get another fucking Star Wars toy. How am I gonna talk about a stormtrooper every day? You know what I mean? So far, it is more positive than negative, I would say. So I'm definitely, I'm a lot more comfortable talking in front of the camera. I really don't even kind of give a shit about it anymore. I'm still a little weird about like editing around people, but I'll usually will still do it. In the end, I don't give a shit. I just don't really want to come off as like I'm trying to get people to notice it without trying to get people to notice it type of thing. It's just, I don't know. I don't know why I'm still weird about it. It's just, it's not a huge thing about it, but you know what I mean? But it's still just a little, it's just a little bit. The routine is good. The routine of thinking to myself, okay, I got to get this done. I got to find this, or if I come up with a really good idea, which a lot of times I do come up with a really good idea at the last second. Well, to me, that's a really good idea. I'll go ahead and try to work it out. So the routine of trying to figure something out gets me into routine in life with everything else, which is one of the main things that I wanted it to happen. I wanted to be a little bit more outspoken than I already am, because I'm already pretty outspoken. But I wanted to just kind of like not give a shit at all about certain things like that. So, and I feel like that has worked in that aspect in my life, and it has transferred to other things in my life. Just like, for instance, right now, like I'm talking about this and I'm telling the personal stuff about this on the internet, and there are certain people that probably will see it that I've never told that to, and that's perfectly fine to me. Routine has gotten me more into stuff like in personal life, like chores and, you know, like stuff that I slack off on. I tend not to like sit around and do nothing anymore. I tend to kind of go out and look for stuff more and more, so it's a little bit more in touch with like my artistic side, which I used to have, which I lost for the longest time. So it's really cool to have that coming back too. No, I'll still stick with it, even though it does get increasingly difficult. Like today I was walking around and I didn't even want to do it at all, and kind of doing the recap video is a cop out of having to do anything at all, because I mean, I didn't go buy a toy, and I found some games, but they're not that interesting, and I don't know, a couple ideas already popping in my head right now with the games, so maybe that. But it's just something different, and I feel like a lot of times when I do the same thing over and over, I get tired with it and I don't want to do it, and I just want to quit and stop it altogether. But I also, in the same on the same side, feel like that I will like regret it if I don't do on a day or another. It'll just be another thing that I had quit. Another project, so I probably will stick with it no matter what. I have an end goal in mind, so I still want to stick with it just so I can get to the end of the goal. And I'm very excited to see what life and what this might be like, you know, when the 365 days are up. So on March 2nd or March 3rd, when it's the 366th video that I've done, I'm very excited for that. Just that feeling to be completed with it, and what will be happening. What did I do that day? You know, yada yada yada. But I am not excited to fill in the other, you know, all those other days in between. When I think like right now, today marks 2 months, and I'm like, God, fuck, it's only been 2 fucking months. Ugh. Lastly, I will say I am very grateful for the people that do watch it. I don't think any random people do watch it. I think it's only people that know me watch it, and so, you know, that's pretty cool. You know, that they seem to be into it and they kind of like it, and you know, I think it makes them laugh every once in a while. Only the people that know me pretty much are going to get the humor anyway of any of the videos, or even be entertained by just like seeing the stuff that I cover, even if it's a bland way of doing it. So it's cool. And it's also a way for me to kind of connect, even though I'm only kind of me doing it one-to-me, you know, like one-on-one. But since a lot of my friends are apart, it's good to see that they're kind of getting joy out of it. 'cause it's almost like we're hanging out and, you know, talking about like we normally would, except I'm not as heavily intoxicated as I would normally be. So that I will say thank you, even though those people know that it's probably tough for me to show gratefulness and to actually give a compliment, but to those people, you know who you are. So thanks to my viewers and 2 followers. So stick with it.